Alright folks, welcome back. We are back with Elemental Exiles. We're in the later phases. We're largely looking at all the rest of the stories of the characters. I think last time we played Brooke, you know, water mage to be, had to run through her grandfather and then into, I guess, a manipulative sorceress. And then ultimately had a run-in with Fred. Misunderstandings abode. But she managed and she continued to become a mage, I suppose. And then we have Alex, which very much more of a bounty hunter. Found out the people that betrayed her. Decided that she needed to prove herself as a solo bounty hunter. And unfortunately, once again, Fred was in the way. And that's about it for those guys. We have something a little bit topical today, actually, before we start playing. I was reading, like, more or less a discussion on the Steam platform between someone who had a lot to say about the game, right? And that's kind of nice because, you know, not everyone likes to break things down and be available for scrutiny and whatnot. However, I would like to say that there are some things that highlight the very topical nature of feedback these days. So I wanted to highlight some stuff and share my few thoughts about it. The post was just titled feedback, so if you want to read the whole thing, it's on Steam in discussion under Elemental Exiles, because Daniel attempted to reasonably point out the things. So it goes without saying, once again, it's the whole thing about one of the highlight points that started the whole thing is that bosses have super powerful attacks. They're hard to interrupt. You don't get to do a lot, right? I've emphasized this before, that this game is a 1-2 thing, not a combo extravaganza, right? There's spamming and whatnot. And then the whole quote-unquote debuff, right? The wounds are a thing. And I guess the person might also be referring to the weakness mechanic and the vulnerability mechanic, which effectively has not it's mutual in terms of its effect, but how it's applied is definitely, the frequency of its application is not the same, right? It's not equal. So one of the things I want to highlight is, I'm not sure when was it that one expects a symmetrical experience between your opponent, the game's opponent, like the boss, and the player. Like, I feel like at some point there's this somewhat normalization between when you're playing a solo player game, right? A single player game, that it is dissatisfying to beat the odds versus oh, I'm playing a PvP game and everyone's on level playing field. So if the bosses have super powerful attacks, that used to be the point, right? They used to be very difficult to interrupt. They have an overwhelming advantage, and that's kind of the idea, right? Like, you are given the tools to try to overcome that overwhelming advantage. Now, this person made an argument that this is pure confirmation bias. They cited everything that the boss in isolation, or like specifically the boss, have more than you, but doesn't cite any of the things that you have more than the boss. So, for example, the boss has very powerful singular attacks, but you have scaling multiplicative attacks. So what looks like 6 times 2 is far greater than 12. So if a boss slaps you for 12, and you slap them for 3x4, that's a whole different story, right? And then they talk about debuffs and buffs. Well, generally speaking, the debuffs are predetermined, while you have multiple ways of applying them opportunistically. So there's a lot of things to be talked about here. However, the other thing that I want to highlight is that this person claims that the game discourages you from exploring, right? It's a roguelike game. One of the roguelike or roguelite like attractions is that the map is persistent, is semi-persistent. So the exploration isn't tied to one run, it's tied to multiple runs. Because once the map is explored, then exploration ends. Right? So it's the length of the game. And yet this person feels like it discourages you from exploring. Right? Claiming that the fights, you don't gain anything from the fights, and then you mostly have cards that clutter your deck, and you only draw 5 cards, and most cards cost 2 mana. Those are the things that are true. So this person cites all the things that are true, and yet their interpretation is that the game is poorly balanced, and that it wasn't ever play tested. Well, I mean, that's quite an exaggeration, escalation, but generally speaking, one may suggest that they don't like the direction or the balancing versus stating something that's obviously untrue or incredibly unlikely to be true. I get that it's figurative, right? A lot of times I feel like the whole overuse and exaggeration, like, oh man, this game is poorly balanced. Clearly, every developer immediately didn't playtest their game. I think stating something like that really demonstrates and gives away what type of person you're reading, right? It's kind of like saying, oh yeah, you know, this person's learning Japanese. They clearly didn't look at what they can do to study Japanese. Well, I feel that's a bit disrespectful, right? Regardless, though, obviously, this is double standard. The person giving the feedback, the person that's consuming, is entitled to their opinion, however ad hominem it can be, while the developer has optics and PR to maintain, so they have to share professional, response to that. And I think this is a perfect highlight of what really happens between interaction between a developer and feedback, right? Well, let's just Daniel goes through and talk about that. He concedes that there are a lot of mechanics and strategies that aren't explained in the game, which, by the way, is actually convenience. It's accessibility. So a balance of accessibility is wonderful if you're considering the optics of the game, right? Do you want to explain everything about the game, or do you want the learner to implicitly learn, right? Implicitly figure all those things out. So to summarize, Daniel went through all the mechanics, how they're counterplayed, like the wound cards, which naturally I do quite a lot. In fact, he stated quite specific text that you would do, like stacking buffs, expending wound cards at the end of combat, right, near the end of combat, and whatnot, and negotiating, not taking every card and whatnot, and really it's inconsequential. It's inconsequential whether your starting deck gets obliterated or not, highlighting like the theme, the durability, how you exchange cards, all that. and then talking about like the defense, the shop for the healing and whatnot. So he basically talked about a lot of the core principles that make you successful in this game, which those core principles actually do not exist in other games, in a lot of other games, like expending wounds. I don't think I've said that too often, at least not in this direct panel. Waiting to shop at the right time and stacking shop things is, to me, a unique thing in this game. Defense, right? Defense, elemental defense, right? And then the center core of this game is that you don't have ideal builds. There are no archetypes. I actually think the way Daniel corrected me on saying that there is some sort of tier system. However, the tier system is grouped by card utility and not by power creep. So what I mean by that is oftentimes cards are scaled up. Usually the tier system, in a way, you have a collection of cards, and then those cards themselves get additional like tier up, like a bump up. Daniel specifically gave me enough information that suggested that the higher tier, the rarer pool, are higher utility cards, so doubling effects and whatnot tends to be at the higher tier. So in a way, those doubling effects are not very useful without the foundation of understanding how you make your card choices at the lower tier, which is, like, at least in my opinion, the vast majority of your decision making. So in this way, this person still desires that whole power creep thing where, oh yeah, no matter what I do, no matter what choices I make, I want to become stronger over time, right? It's about an RPG, once again, not a roguelike format, in my opinion. So, and Daniel explained some of his core principles, right? He wanted all the battles to be important, as in they involve exhaustive decision making. It is mentally exhausting, and it does feel like if you make a slip, something undesirable happens all the time, right? And it stacks up. So that's kind of the thing. The one thing I would say that isn't highlighted is that there's often a tug of war most of the time. You're tugging. There's no like steamrolling back and forth, with the exception of prepping for very specific battles. Like, kind of like Lord of the Rings, so to speak. Like, you got to build yourself up for the final confrontation. So thematically, I think it checks out pretty well. However, apparently people don't like making temporary decisions versus permanence. So the central theme to this person's, like, everything about this person's commentary deals with, it's not fair fighting an asymmetrical battle, which is kind of interesting because I cannot think, I mean, the person can see that, oh yeah, that they're not like a stranger to it. They don't think it's bad per se, where you fight an asymmetric battle, like you fight a boss with 6,000 HP and all you're doing is buffing yourself up to 1,000 so that you can hit the boss at some point. That exists in that person's experience. However, they don't, somehow they make an exception for this game where the boss has exceptional mechanics, and they say, oh, it's not balanced, you can't do that. It took this person 20 runs per se to get a shot at Fred and then take Fred down. Like, I would beg to differ. However, that might be because this person's expectations is fundamentally in contrast to the game. Now, one thing I have to say about all of this is, while Daniel offered a lot of cogent responses to and solutions, right? He constantly talked about the different solutions and addressed all the points over and over again. This person constantly spoke from a subjective point of view in which it was being passed off as a commentary on balance. And one of the more egregious things, in my opinion, that demonstrates this subjectivity is the idea that this person states something that is core to the game as a thing to change because of a lack of balance. So what is a lack of balance that this person suggests changing? They don't agree with the idea of opportunistic purchases. So like if you're going, like I count combats, right? I'm like, oh yeah, the danger tracker. This person is saying the danger tracker, right? Oh yeah, but it goes too fast and whatnot, and there's not enough like details to know how many battles. I legitimately started counting battles before the danger level was added. This is explicit information. It's a mechanics thing. So no, you can plan those. And then they made an argument like, well, if you're always hoarding, or being greedy is the term that I would use, like you're constantly trying to greed, how far can you get before you pull the trigger? And this person making an argument, well, then you are only waiting for those moments and you can get punished and you don't get to do them. No. There are definitely blessings that if they come up, you econ, right? Generally games that deal with opportunistic, you go through an econ phase and then you go through opportunistic phase. It's not unique to roguelike games. Even competitive games have econ, like CSGO, or actually lots of deck builders. If they have a wider campaign, you do econ, right? Like, oh yeah, all right, I'm gonna play for the long game. We'll take these buffs so I can stack more for later, right? And there are some of those things. Like if there's a double gold, I take the double gold, right? There's the health kill. Occasionally it comes up, right? Definitely not for the length of this game. You will opportunistically have two fights to prepare for, and that's largely it. And this person suggests that that is a terrible feeling, right? Well, that is a fundamental part of the game. It has very little constructive criticism regarding the balance of the game. It's what's another great example, like a topical great example? FromSoft games. When someone goes around and say, this game is awful, it has poor balance because summons exist in the game. Summons are overtuned and poorly balanced. The game is designed to balance what exists in the game. So you can choose not to use them, or you can choose to use them, right? And I think one of the bottom lines that a lot of people may be able to agree on is that unlike the choose your own adventure and choose your own character avatar games, in a game developed and designed by a solo dev, accessibility is certainly a tough thing to address because it requires a lot of excess resource that may detract and deviate from the developer's direction, right? Daniel clearly, explicitly, I looked at the store page again after like so many days and hours of the game. It highlights those core mechanics. So here we are. This person makes one very overarching complaint after lots of discussions. It was like fairly respectable. The person understands, like maybe they don't like this, and Daniel suggests that perhaps you just don't fundamentally like the core aspect of the game. So they ended with this notion that they want more explicit instruction, right? They want how the enemy is projected to buff exactly. So they're the analytical type, certainly. But the thing is that part, the question is, does this person feel like they're making a reasonable, compassionate suggestion that aligns with the intended design of the game, which is purely advertised quite well and described quite well on the store page? So for such an analytical person who likes transparent information, especially in their games, like they literally want the... I got bit, certainly, by the monsters and the projections and stuff, but that's part of the to me, that's part of the learning curve. Specific information is included, specific information is omitted. You can figure that out if you want. This person suggests that it should have full details, and I talked about this a bit because there's a game like Gordon's Quest where it even comes down to the point where they tell you if you hold down a button, you can see the math in behind the cards, and it's optional. Basically, you hold it down, you can see like this times this divided by this. That's what the card does, right? And then the text is to explain it in a more like a thematic way without any like explicit dirty things. So this person wants Daniel to spend all of his time explicitly making the game a calculable thing. And my thought was, well, you could figure it out if you want, right? That's kind of one of the attractions of the game. Oh, I mean, over like maybe 6 or 7 sessions, you probably heard me saying to myself like, okay, this is probably weakness. They're probably gonna hit me with a weakness. They're probably gonna hit me with a vulnerability. I should take out this enemy because the likelihood is this person's gonna buff. That's probably a heal cycle. It's very predictable still. Now the question is, does that mean the game isn't balanced because it does not include information that you can foreseeably deduce from it? To me, that's unreasonable. Game balance, there isn't any fundamental thing whether you know it's going to happen or not that involves how balanced the monster is compared to the enemy. Like if it's going to hit you for 5, whether you know it or not, you will discover it. So if it says it's going to hit you for 5, is that a balance change? That's not necessarily a balance change. However, one could argue, well, it makes the game easier for other people if the game was predictable. Yeah, certainly. I don't necessarily think that says that the game isn't play tested. It's unfair. It does say it's difficult or more difficult when you know less. It's very, very, this is a very great example of the current state of mind. I talk about this in language learning and playing video games as a learning thing in general. Problem solving is straight out the window most of the time these days, and critical thinking is often straight out the window. And that, for better or for worse, that is obviously something that a developer will encounter, especially someone who is tackling newer and newer genre. The standard is how much explicit instruction, aka accessibility, will one have to meet in order to caress the overall standardization of a deck builder, for example. And deck builders, yeah, they lean on the heavily explicit side. So like, instead of having to discover mechanics and like make guesses, which is ironic because I was criticized for guessing mechanics without reading the mechanics. So someone like called me stupid because I didn't realize that elemental weakness deals 200%. I made a guess, educated guess, based on the numbers I saw. Like, oh yeah, it does maybe more than 50% more, right? Than the original. It's like, that's fine. Is it within the realm of reason? Well, if you want to know it's exactly 200, it's actually written there. I noticed afterwards that it's actually written 200%. Is it necessary? Maybe. It deals more damage. So yeah, you could be calculating. You could have Daniel explain and write every single thing. It's like, oh, this is 3 stack. This adds to this stack and whatnot. And then yet, all I can think about is, this is the state of gaming now. It's odd that there's a double standard for other games where it has to be explicit, but that is a double standard, while other games are championed for being implicit. As in, one of the holy grails and gold standards of the trend that FromSoft has is the idea that most things are implicit. And then the community learns all this stuff through implicit learning, sharing of ideas and whatnot. It's funny I bring up FromSoft because Daniel actually did bring up Souls-like in the conversation. The level of difficulty in his games definitely is less explicit than other games. Whether that leads to a balance difference, I don't particularly think it does. Sometimes when you play a game, you shouldn't know everything as a way to discover what happens, right? There is some satisfaction in that. Maybe it's a difference in opinion or preference, but boy, whenever Daniel had like an obvious solution, which is offered in the game, right? The game is balanced around the shop. It's balanced around all the mechanics this person subjectively does not like. So when you're having a conversation, this person purely, the feedback is they don't like the game's fundamentals, which I think Daniel politely suggested, like, perhaps you don't like the fundamentals of the game, and that anything outside of, if you can't negotiate psychologically, right? Psychologically, you can't negotiate liking this type of archetype. Whether you choose to look at numbers and stuff is irrelevant. That's confirmation bias. It's hypothesis-driven narrative, right? You don't like, this game doesn't have what you're seeking, and you're providing feedback in which is turning this game into something else. Like, get rid of the durability mechanic. Make bosses not have powerful attacks, right? Lower boss's HP from the other person that mentioned, oh yeah, move the boss's HP down, right? And there was also a suggestion, well, you could play it on easy. However, the person argues, well, that doesn't make the rest of the game any more enjoyable. I don't like the idea that my blessings only last for four turns, and I don't like the idea of excessively using consumables. Like, so you don't like the idea of the game itself. So why are you playing the game? Like, as spreading FUD, or not really FUD, but spreading negative sentiments because subjectively you don't like the core elements of the game, suggests that you don't like the game, like on principle, not on constructive understanding of how to play the game, in my opinion, right? So all of this ties into the idea that this game, this person is making the point that this game should explain everything. And I can kind of see that. Although the last time I checked, this isn't Slay the Spire. However, I do have to admit that the stuff this person is describing is pretty much Slay the Spire. When the person says, oh yeah, when the person buffs, it should indicate how much the buff is. When the debuff is announced, you should, oh, and turn order, that's another thing. Where this person believes that the turn order is random. It's not random. In fact, it's to the point where you can predict it without it being broadcast to you with the actual numbers. So I don't know. I feel there's a deeper cut here, but I'm not going to go into it. And it's just the idea that nowadays, when people provide feedback and they pass it off as constructional feedback, they purely and almost entirely ignore either all the information that's already available before they buy a game. In fact, that's kind of a thing too. I'll talk about that a little bit slightly down the road, maybe in the review and stuff. But okay, so you buy a game, and it seems like nowadays the feedback is, I want to turn the game into the vision of my game, and therefore the game is in balance. It's not meeting my vision of the game, but therefore the complaint is the game is not balanced. Oftentimes, back in maybe 10 years ago, the idea is if the game is reasonably consistently successful, as in, I can pretty much agree with Daniel that after a specific amount of learning curve for people who have poor expectations and whatnot, you're more than likely 90% successful. That is almost incredibly generous, actually. I would say being over 50% is reasonable. Maybe 70% for like a really feel good game. But if you place it on normal diff, I would say outside of Glacia. Sorry, Glacia. But most of the characters, like I would say half the characters will have easily a 90% plus. The remaining, maybe 1/4, the remaining like 3/4 of the other 50, may have 70% success rate, and then 1 or 2 peeps maybe below 50. But 1 out of 20, even with the starter characters. Actually, I haven't played one of the starter characters. Mira, I haven't played yet, but with Alex and Brooke and Thalrin is easily 90%. Brooke is easily 90%, in my opinion. Alex is, I'm gonna say 70. Oh no, but Alex has the currency, dude. Alex has currency. So some of the first characters, I think Mira might be the lower one on the 70%. On normal, crush it. You'll crush it out. So, in fact, I would say, here's the irony. I would say the game is unbalanced, but not in the favor of the bosses. It's unbalanced in the favor of you, which is funny because Daniel's whole principle, which he says explicitly in this discussion, is that this isn't a game for power fantasies. I like that term, power fantasies. Usually I say a power trip. Like most people play video games nowadays for some sort of power fantasy. Even in Souls-like game, people will go out of their way to create a power fantasy for themselves, right? So that's kind of a thing. This game is definitely not one of those. So if you feel like you're not getting stronger, that might, like, as a very soft thing, a skill issue, or maybe an expectation issue. For me, this game definitely feels different from other games, which is nice. There are other, maybe like not deck builders that I can think of that does feel oppressive. And I kind of like that. Not for everyone. I think I wanted to make one, go back to an earlier little tidbit about problem solving and expectations with people. Offering constructive criticism by starting off stating what the game is not, right? That is a telltale sign of who you're speaking to. It gives you away right away. We live in an age where, in my opinion, even the developers are tasked to explain their game as explicitly as possible on a store page so that the person can make an informed decision to buy a game prior to playing the game, right? I still remember when it was incredibly magical to buy a game with like a paragraph that doesn't say anything other than, oh hey, this is a hedgehog that runs really fast, and then you go into the game and you find out what the game's about, right? That used to be one of the incredibly most satisfying things. In fact, that's kind of how I went about most of my games that deal with this, right? I do my opening remarks. I talk about, oh yeah, I read a little bit about the developer, something about their store page, and how people are responding to its early launch. That's usually how that goes. And then I make some predictions, right? Oh yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Maybe some expectations, maybe they're not met, right? Or they're completely way out of left field. That's kind of the idea of why I do day one impressions, and then how I came about the game and what my interest is with the game, right? And rarely does it show anything about me saying, oh yeah, well, I know exactly what's in the game. That's exactly what I'm going to expect. If it's not there, I'm going to be upset. And this, in my opinion, is in startling contrast to the most vocal, I like to hope, the vocal minority. Someone will come out and say, this game is not like this game. so make it so. Or nonchalantly saying things like, oh, can you change this, tweak this? And in my opinion, it's incredibly almost disingenuous or disrespectful and unfeeling to assume that the developer, if they have time to respond, don't know what you're talking about, right? I mean, they spend most of their life working on a game, and then you make a comment, like you make an asinine comment like, oh, you know what you don't understand how deck builders work. Like, have you even played a deck builder? Like, dude, the guy made a deck builder game. Is there a chance you think that you know more? Like, it can very well be, because there are, you know, reviewers who constantly take the perspective of the reviewer, and they play a lot of other different games, and that's what they do. But just the idea of insisting that the developer doesn't care about the success of their own game and being ignorant to a lot of things that build a game, that is not how feedback works, in my opinion. Like, feedback is in good faith. Emotional soapboxing is different. So if you're going, in my opinion, if one is to be respected, especially as a reviewer, that person wasn't a reviewer, by the way. At least I don't think. It does address the other types of reviewers, though. There are at least 4 or 5 who think that they're professional reviewers, in my opinion, behave and write as though they're op-eds. So I don't necessarily think that's a review in any way. It's more of an op-ed, as in like an opinion piece. So maybe the whole review word has expanded or something or whatnot, but generally there's some sort of professional courtesy between understanding what the developer's vision is and what your visions are, and being able to state those clearly, right? This person has no indication that they said, I love Slay the Spire, once again, and I want the game to be designed like Slay the Spire. It's not said explicitly, right? But implicitly, it's very clear. At least I'm sure Daniel had noticed that. Even it was pretty clear to me, and I don't even make deck building games, right? That most of the criticism often comes from the perspective that they want their game to be their game, not the developer's game. And rarely do I ever see that, at least playing this game, that Daniel had any inclination to ever get closer to their point of inspiration. And yet the game constantly gets... It is what Daniel said. It's a shame. One of the things that he mentioned is it's a shame that he kept the UI to look like Slay the Spire, or like use... And when he told me that, I did look back and look at like screenshots of Slay the Spire and UI. It's like, yeah, that's understandable, right? And it might have done a bit... The optics might have been a little deceptive, or maybe unintentionally misleading. But in the long run, it's so weird to be slightly involved. Like, I'm having a weird vicarious experience now. This is definitely different, where I talk about, have a chance to digest and talk about people's criticisms, and I didn't realize to the extent of how individuals review things nowadays, right? Feedback takes into consideration the person you're providing feedback to. Blatantly offering what you construed as advice or kindness of yourself and turning it into a soapbox projection without having any inclination that you even understand or have considered what the direction of the game is, to me feels like that's not feedback. And oftentimes, I mean, the idea is go make your own game. right? It kind of lays the road for what do your game look like. Oh yeah, you're going to remake Slay the Spire, the same people you criticize for cloning things. You're going to make that game and realize that you will become the victim of the same things. I think sometimes I like to believe that people don't have to experience negativity and the same, like, you know, what goes around comes around kind of thing, in order to gain some perspective. Kind of disheartening, but at the same time, I think overall, I admire and am impressed that Daniel actually spent quite a lot. The discussion is quite long, and it came down to, hey, can we change everything fundamental about your game so that I can enjoy more the game type that I'm used to? I bought this game, I didn't read the store page, and then this person keeps giving you the impression that, oh yeah, I read lots of things, I learn lots of things, I study lots of things. Well, did you read the store page? Because ultimately, I think reading the store page before you bought the game may have largely informed your decision, but now that I think about it, due to the lack of deductive reasoning or implicit learning as this person is playing this game, I doubt even the store page is explicit enough to understand what's in the game. Like, for example, not having ideal card builds, right? You don't. All right. So anyways, that's a topical thing that I wanted to talk about. I like these little sessions. I won't be doing these sessions for any other game unless this opportunity comes up again. I like making commentary, and largely it serves, you know, more than one function now. I really enjoy the idea that I get to talk to developers. That has only happened to me a couple times in my past. And in this case, it's even more direct because I was looking at my exposure for playing Elemental Exiles, and it's pretty much me and someone who's willing to make like a 15-minute quick review of whatever it is, you know. I'm probably the only one that, for now, I like to believe this may change, especially for Daniel, that there is someone else out there making long format like things about this game or his next game or the game after. I really hope that it would be a lot more of a positive experience. I think it's been a mixed bag, at least if I'm trying to be honestly compassionate. It was fairly, like, the anxiety and concern about the future is pretty palpable when it comes to launching a game like this. So hats off to Daniel, I suppose. And I like this commentary. I haven't really gotten any opportunity to interact with such a much narrower exposure, so I want to establish a precedent, right? I like talking about how other people are upset about a game and deconstruct it. I'm not trying to say those things are not important. These are important. It's optics, subjectivity, whether it's feedback or can be taken as feedback. I love the ebb and flow between developer and player base, right? And the consumer and the target audience. I think in the current state of things, it's you do that euphemism where you can't satisfy everyone, right? Yes, that's still true. You can't win them all, and then there will be vocal minorities. However, one thing has changed. A vocal minority can greatly impact the livelihood of something small enough. So that used to be not the case, in my opinion, where a singular minority can create an echo chamber large enough to create an overall sentiment. right? Nowadays, people either are hyper explicit, in my opinion, or incredibly generalized, where and it's rarely in between. So there's no negotiation between, oh, this looks like Slay the Spire, so it's obviously Slay the Spire, to, oh, here are all the things that are not Slay the Spire, and I wish it to be Slay the Spire. So here's my feedback. Here are all the elements that I don't like because it didn't exist. It didn't exist in the games I played before. Change it to that. There's nothing in between. Now, granted, we're talking about people who are willing to speak out. So that is the impact, right? Those who are content and play the game without saying anything, those are the middle ground people. And I like to believe those are still the majority of people. If you like a game, most, like, for example, Black Myth Wukong, I think 80% of the player base are happily playing the game or enjoying the creation of a game and living and suspending disbelief to embrace a creative product. And that's it. You know, go for the ride, take as much inspiration and like enjoyment from it, and not try to turn it into your own vision of your game and attack the developer for thinking differently, right? For doing it differently than what you expect, right? There are games that do that, give you your power fantasy. It would be really wonderful if there's some mutual respect that suggests that not all developers want to give you your power fantasy. Boy, howdy. I'm kind of curious how that person or these specific people play games like Frostpunk, for example. Frostpunk, maybe a Zachtronics game. Like those games, rarely, like, there's no explainers in those. There are whole subgenres of video games where they don't explain anything. I guess those people wouldn't have played those games. I don't know. Just a fun little topic. Alright, so let's go back to story farming, right? We're gonna play 2 characters today. And I think it is poetic. Let's go with Mira. So I think we got to 2 places for Mira. I think we found out that it's the village elder that helped her that was covering up framing her mother as a traitor. So that's as far as that we got. We kind of got bopped. What was her blessing? Nature damage increased by 2. And yeah, it's always a concern when you start with 1 element. However, I think we're pretty good. We know what's to do. Let's take the gold. Right? Yes. Okay. Wow, that's close. Right. This guy is hired by the elder to take her out. And then we approach the elder. Let's just head straight. Ugh. Alright. 1, 2, 3, go! Okay, that's fine. Oh! Yeah. Well, that sucks. Oh, well, you know what? I'll take the spark shower though. Spark shower is fine. No, they're pretty okay. We can make them work. Okay. Oh, wait, that's fine. They're so powerful. in the beginning on easy. I mean story mode. We're doing we're gonna do, yes. Kindling Wind is must have. We gotta do Kindling Wind. Alright. Durability. I think we're gonna do Sacrificial Power, because the one thing that I feel is misunderstood a lot of times in this game, along with that other person, is that multiplicative power is fantastic and it scales well with strength. There was a lot of complaint where like the player's buff and debuffs are undertuned and the boss's buffs are overtuned, right? Actually, most bosses, actually I think all enemies and all bosses, I'm gonna say I haven't seen everything and I haven't let enemies attack as much. No one has multiple hits. You have multiple hits, so your buffs to strength is incredible, right? +3 to something that hits 4 times is outrageous. And there was this argument where like, oh yeah, but the bosses are only easy, like Fred's only easy if you just like throw all your pots. No, you can do it early. In fact, a lot of that person specifically mentioned, oh, but if you enter a boss with like a minor something, like I've done it multiple times. If you have a minor strength pot, it gives you 3 strength. That almost triples the amount of output, or actually it's like 25% to 30% bump in like a weak attack like this, because it attacks twice. So like if you have 3 strength, right, this does 6 and then 6 again. Not, it does 3, and like it doesn't do 9, it does 12. So it scales a lot. So we're gonna use Sacrificial Power, right? That's very, I almost even want, oh, if we head this way, then I was kind of, all right, we need to head to a store. Let's just go this. Fortify. No thanks. No thanks. We can make this work though. Yes, we can make this work, because we're leaning on darkness. That can happen. We'll go on dark side. Okay. Oh no. But Spark Shower is... Oh, that's awkward. But Spark Shower is light. Alright. Maybe we're going neutral. We'll probably try pick up some neutral stuff. Possibly. Because this is dark. So... Well, darn. Yeah, let's stop the bleeding a little. Oh wait, does that last for 1 turn? Yeah, that's the last one. Okay. Yeah, see, this is 8 damage. Although... Yeah, like that's 21. It's so... It's something that I feel is so common in this game, but not in Slay the Spire. Which is the multiplicative damage, like off strength. I mean, there are some examples, especially Ironclad. You know, if someone doesn't want to see it, then they don't want to see it. That's probably what I have to say about that. Do energy. I mean, you get a pot. Like, you get consumables. after so many combat, right? What I mean is when you fight, you get consumables. Like for a lot of them. To say that you don't like hoarding consumables. It's like when do you not hoard when do you not have consumables? It's not really like like Slay the Spire where you constantly get to refill your consumables. Oh, dang it. All right, a non-elemental. Yeah, here you can have my block, you little heckin' slime ball. No, I don't see anything really cool. Like this, I would save for when I want to take out bosses, which usually I save for like a cycle. And then I'm gonna buy probably the vulnerability. I do have a vulnerability source already, but this could come in handy. Ooh, I'm gonna take out 3 bosses anyways soon, right? Pretty sure. So I'm gonna buy that boss blessing probably for healing if I take damage. I don't know if I'm gonna take damage that early on though. Yeah. Like, look at this. Vulnerability into a... I don't... Even if it's on normal, that guy is almost dead. That person wouldn't even be able to attack anyways. Balance Flame. Probably take Balance Flame. We're feeling pretty balanced. We can pick up Nature... whenever it's available. You don't really have to lean that hard. This guy is probably gonna attack, and we can set up 1 extra energy and then 2 in strength for next turn. Yeah. No, we don't need to draw a card. Oh no, we can do both. So no, this deals more. Oh, wait. This is a different type of thing. Oh, that's fine though. Honestly, we can just take this guy out. Yeah, I figured. Because we're using fire, so... Oh, that's awkward. Give me something good. Toxic Blast? I need a multiplier. Is this just attack or all nature damage? All nature damage? Yeah, sure. Nah, I don't think I need to buy that blessing. Let's just take him out. Alright, so this guy's a pep. He's hired by the Elder. Get out of here. Oh, rip. Can't interrupt you. Does it matter? Oh, I can get one more thing though from this. There we go. Flap. This requires a nature card, so... Yeah, and we overkilled the boss by 23, which makes up for the difficulty in normal, right? If that boss was normal, it would also be dead, you know? Next fire card does twice. I can actually see myself leaning on that. Although... it kind of seems like I just have fire at this point, right? And nature is just an extra. Yeah. Energy. So now we gotta go, tackle the Elder. Yeah, I figured we were gonna go... We're gonna go through 2 regardless, and deep. So let's go through Palm. And they thought this was unfair too, the hide behind others thing. Interesting. Interesting hot take. Unfortunate. Get 1 extra energy though. Oh, rip. Darkness. Wasn't paying attention. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. Hmm. Can I bop you? No. I can't bop both of them. Unless this gives me... Nope. Oh, wait. I did mess up there. I could take both of them out. If I flipped it. I think. Yeah, see, like, this is double attack. So... And then I can pressure this and into a double. Right? And since this is a wound, you just take it. No biggie. Okay. We're not even using Mira's blessing. Yeah, I'll take the sundering. Overcharge is kind of hard to play, actually. Nah, let's just take the money. Alright, so now we're gonna go around Bot Milo. Oh, come on. Yeah, I hate you too, you heckin' goat. Ya heckin' goat. Okay. Okay. Give me 1 more attack, please. That's not it. Oh, wait. I have another attack. I keep forgetting that's an attack. Hmm. Oh, rip. I can't combo into... Okay. Fair enough. Oh, that's dark alignment. Yo, a heckin', I screwed up. That's on me. And I did it again. Actually, that might give me my wound. Yes. Okay, good. Okay. Alright. We got rid of the wound. As part of a misplay. It's all good. Supernova. Ooh. Yeah, I'll do it. Oh, flames? Wait, what is with all this flame? Choose 3 items to lose. We're fine. We'll take this. It allows us to push forward faster. So much for nature damage. The route that we took did not provide such a thing. But a good shrubbery. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Sacrificial power is pretty strong. Oh, I forgot Toxic Blast is a skill. It's fine. Great vulnerability first. Goodbye. Death. No good nature damage things. No. That's a pass. Dark alignment? No. I don't have to. You. Oh, you know what? We could take out a bunch of 1-stars for healing. We're gonna go down this direction because it opens up that one attempt to open a new store each time. Let's see. Alright, good talk, buddy. You can try to... Nope. No dice. That's scary. I think we'll just take the 4 and the bleed. Yeah. Take the 4 and the bleed. Unless I can take you out without... No. Take the 4 and bleed. That's fine. Okay. Another bleed. That's unfortunate. That's fine. I think we might get our hands on the bleed, one of the bleeds, yeah. Okay. Maybe get the other one? No. Didn't redraw. Okay. No. We're fine. Money, money, money. These runs are so fast when having you're not having the opportunity to read some stuff for fun. Can I get a sundering? Can I get a sundering? Well, that's unfortunate. No debuffs though. This is probably strength and endurance. Okay. 12. Okay. We can definitely weak that guy. Oh, I don't have enough energy though. Oh, wait. That's fine. No, that's not fine. This is probably weakness. So that's a little scary. We need... So we can apply weakness to this guy. Then we need a reduction. Oh, wait. Hold up. I can actually take both of them out. No, not enough. Wait, for each attack in your hand? Oh, that is enough. So... Alright. And then we take this guy out. And we'll take the 6. I mean, nah, I'm gonna... It's 1! Oh no, I miscalculated. I thought it was 2. Dang. That's fine. That's on me. I thought it reduced by 2. It's 1. It's okay. I basically am saving the good ones for later. I should have used Toxic Blast. Toxic Blast is kind of unwieldy right now. Wildfire. I'll take a wildfire. Right? No. Yes? No, maybe not. We're already pretty strong. This one's like meh. No, we're okay. I see some routes for some extra HP. I think we're gonna take the HP from boss skills. That's 23. Alright, good talk. And let's just use this. Yep. Don't even use nature cards yet. Not even using nature cards. So awkward. We're gonna sunder this guy. And then Toxic Blast into kill. Oh, that was our supernova. That's fine. Strength, right? And do this for the extra energy, just in case. I don't think we need that much energy. But good play is good play. Work on doing good plays, right? Can I get a potion, please? No, no potion. Water, we're probably gonna skip. That's a skip. You know what? I see 4 1-stars, so we're gonna do that. Offer a random for what? Blessing of variety. Ooh. Or double riches. Destroy 2 random cards for double riches. I like variety. Let's go. Yeah, you can have Toxic Blast. Go for it. Alright, we're gonna go back here. I see 4 1-stars, so we're just gonna do 4 1-stars. And we're gonna buy this blessing, right? Just to demonstrate that there's a reason to doing early blessings, right? Look at all these 1-stars, right? So we have plenty of 1-stars. We have a lot of 1-stars, but we'll do the ones around that are blocking certain places. Like we're gonna do Cone because just to heal up for Econ, because I think we're pretty strong. We're strong enough. I'm gonna apply the vulnerability. This is probably weakness, which is actually kind of annoying. Maybe we should take that guy out. Nah. Yep. Dead. That's probably weakness. No? Vulnerable. Okay. Neat. Okay. I'm gonna save my sacrificial power. This into that. Bye. Okay. Hello there, Lacey. Hello, hello. Target practice. Yeah, I'll take a target practice. Nature block. No, we'll take the cleanse. Okay, so this gives us another store. Let's see what's in this store. Ooh, a skill. Probably not. That's actually Supernova is a skill. Interesting. A skill might come in handy actually. So we'll remember that. The rest is not aligning with our interest here. Actually, if I take out these two, I can gain access to another store. So let's go and take out Max and Greg. Sorry, Max. Sundering again. So we have access to Sundering. Do I take the damage for... Oh, that imbues weakness. I don't like that. So we're gonna take this guy out. And then sacrificial power for next round. Alright. Good talk. And this is nature, so you just use this. Nature bonus against that. Alright. Okay. Healing up. No. One target practice is good. We'll take the money. Alright. Jack. I keep saying Wreck or something, or Mech. I forgot what I keep calling this guy. This is going to do... If I keep that, it's going to do 20. I'll take the 20 probably. Yeah, and then defend. Actually, I think I can take you too. No. Not quite. That's 10, yeah. Nature advantage. Okay. And we have nature advantage, so let's do heal. Oh, that's not enough. So the best we got is Sunder. Yeah, Sunder twice. Into a stockpile, into a kindling wind. Do the most. Double. Okay. Alright. Good talk. We can sacrifice and then do the target practice for 18. Okay. Alright. Water. I think we're gonna pass on this probably. Yes. That's unfortunate. I forgot about the reward. Okay. Use to transform. Oh, we can transform. Life cloak. What do we got? Geyser? It could work. It could work. Not the greatest. Combustion. Combustion's pretty good. Ooh, default energy as well. Let's stick the combustion. Basically, Mira is a nature character, but we basically just have fire magic. And then now we're gonna attack this guy, the Elder. I think we... Yeah, we find out that the Elder is the one that betrayed Mira and her mother and basically got her mother killed for treason, right? Alright. Let's see. What do we have? What can we do? We can shower into a death and take the 5 for poison. Or nope. We'll take poison no matter what. So let's just take the personnel. Right? Meow. Oh. And they're strong against light. That's awkward. Okay. How much is the poison stack? 2? Okay, fair enough. Say no to that. Can't do anything. This might be weakness. That's kind of gross. So... Can we do 10? Oh, we're one short. I could throw a bomb at the guy. But no, this is probably weakness. Yep. Okay. So we're in disrupting mode here. Just give me... No. Cost too much. Send help. I don't want the debuff, right? I could take this guy out and then hope that that's not terrible. Sure. We can soft. It's not that great of a block. It's a water block. Poison, a lingering poison. All right, I'm okay with lingering poison. Here, I'll let you have it. You happy? My weakness is gonna end next turn, so we're just gonna cycle strength. And then bop the guy as hard as possible. Yep, goodbye. That was actually 80 damage. It'll cast twice. I didn't need to use the fuel. It's okay. Ooh, I'll take Vortex. Yeah, I'll take Vortex. Gives me splinters, but what can you do? Direct damage. Good enough for me. Okay, so backroom deals. You take a few minutes to... Oh wait, I think I got to the Demon Lord. You take a few minutes to steady yourself, still shocked at Loris's betrayal. He claimed he did it to stop you from interfering with something. After a quick search of his home, he found some letters that shed more light on things. The elders are entering into alliance with Radar. I think I got to Radar, right? He was a warlord your mother was accused of colluding with. Oh yeah, that's right. It's the excuse they used to execute her and the reason you were exiled as a child. He's been an elder of the village for decades and now the elders are just forgiving him? Loris was right. You're going to intervene. Yeah. So where did this take us? Oh. Yeah, we did fight him. So we made it to Fred. And then I think we got popped by Fred. Wow, that's really far up there. We can run through these 1-stars as on our way there. As opposed to doing scale up regular attacks. Elementals. Scary. Oh, speaking of elementals. 15 for 2. And I don't have fire shield. So what are we gonna do here? I don't want to get splinters. These are, oh no, these are lingering poisons. So we're gonna get 1 lingering poison. Oh no, we're not gonna get 1 lingering poison. Get out of my face. Right? And then... get out of my face. Okay. Okay. I don't want to use Vortex if I don't have to. Vortex is okay, but let's not get carried away here. Oh, we're passing. Okay. Gotta get past these 3 stars. Are you gonna weakness me right away, you little meanies? Dang it. Not quite there. Oh, it's just vulnerable. That's fine. Get out of my face. Okay. Get out of my face. Alright. Nah, we don't need another fuel. It's all good. Destroy fuel for mud? Nah. Destroy for another vortex? Nah, that's too much. No, we're okay. Okay. We're gonna do MAKU, right? Just to avoid the escalated battles for now. What is this? 20? Get the same result. Oh, but I get a water block from this though. A decent water block. Which is great because that's fire. Get out of my face. Alright. That's 7, 12, 19. What if I do 2 into... I'm gonna get whomped by this. Over how many languages am I learning and how many do I currently speak? I speak 2 languages and I plan on learning 5 in total. I guess 6. But I don't necessarily think I'm learning all like. So I cluster Fujonese, Mandarin, and Cantonese together as one. And I need to review Spanish, which is what I learned as a kid, as I was younger. And then Japanese and Japanese. French, unfortunately, no French. No time for that. The languages that are part of my life already are the languages that I'm going to learn, which are English, Cantonese, Mandarin, Japanese, and Spanish. Those are the languages that have been part of my life in some shape, way, or form. Nope, we're just gonna take damage from him, so let's So 7, 14, 21, 21, 26. That's not enough. So let's do it this way. And then I guess we'll just take this damage. Nah, I think we can survive that. We'll get opportunities here. Interesting. So your only material for these languages are Duolingo or also podcasts? More than those. So the answer to your question is no. It's not only Duolingo. And also, no, podcasts. Not only podcasts. Jokes aside, after the second most, the next language are pretty easy to learn. The patterns are almost the same. Well, here, the jokes aside, I already know 2 languages, so it's relatively not. And I learned the 2 languages by different approaches. So, yeah, I agree with you. Regardless of how many other languages after. So like the way I learn one language is almost exclusively different from the way I'm currently learning languages. And then the way I learn the first 2 languages are exclusive from the others. So I have interacted with 3 different languages in 3 different ways. So regardless, this self-study would be very inappropriate for me to say that I don't know how to learn another language when going into this. Now, there is a caveat to this. This is the first time I've ever done it this way. So it's not that everyone else is using Duolingo because it's easy, or like I'm using Duolingo because it's approachable like for everyone else. I'm using Duolingo because it's an interesting way to learn a language. If I chose to learn a language my way, I'd probably use a method that I already know, but that would be disinteresting. I don't like learning languages. I don't like learning things. It's not as engaging if I continue to learn things the same way. I try not to. Right. If that makes sense. I'm not here to look for the most effective way to learn language. I'm here to learn language differently. Fujonese is entirely learned through oral communication with my parents. So I still keep up with Fujonese. 我係Fujiwa, right? 我Fujiwa個英語咩樣嘢？ And when it comes to English and Spanish, I've learned through school, that type of approach. And then Japanese and Chinese, right? Mandarin, Japanese and Mandarin is through another approach. And no, I haven't used a video game to learn language as well. Like, so We're experimenting with that now. The main focus of my language learning is to learn how to learn, not to master any of the languages. If it does happen, that's kind of nice. Playing video games is the same thing. I'm playing this game not because it's trendy and it's the same game. I typically play indie games because they tend to leave outside of the box as opposed to stay inside the box. In fact, I think a lot of times people try to put as many things as they can inside a box instead of looking for what's outside of the box. And that's what makes learning a lot of fun. You're constantly learning something new. Not just the act of learning a new context, but also learning how to learn differently. That's largely because my motivations tend to deal with teaching and education and problem solving. If you're constantly doing the same thing, you will become very, very under-practiced and maybe ill-equipped to tackle many different problems. You might be very good at solving very specific problems, though. And if the world demands that, like if you have a job that happens to demand a skill that's very good at solving a specific problem, definitely that can work out. For me, solve many problems, solve many things. Not the best, but you know how to solve them, right? That kind of thing. I think specialty knowledge is there for those who like to focus on things. I'm not quite that type of person. Or the irony here is I focus on not being focused, I suppose. Let's pay the bill, right? I don't want to enter. I wonder if this combat scales with the danger level. I think it does to some extent, so we're just gonna pay the bill. There you go, buddy. Take your gold and leave. Okay, yeah, let's keep going. Do we whop Glasha right away? Because Glasha probably has poison. Seven. That's not enough. Wow, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Not enough. One off lethal. That sucks. One off lethal. Lasha is probably gonna heal, right? Oh, that's oh wait, no, that's not so bad. No, that is bad. That's gonna suck. Well, we can interrupt. That's okay. I could take him out. And take out the other dude too. Yeah. That's a weird way to take him out, but too much overkill. That's all I can see right now. Yeah, that's a heal. Okay. Weakness. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't read French. I hope that's understandable. Bye, Glasha. Okay. Alright. Skill? Really? take that direct damage. We're almost there. Oh no. That doesn't circumvent a lot, does it? We could take the Bob route. That's less. Oh no. Yeah, that's less. Alright, we need to heal up though. Okay. Yeah, let's take the Bob route. Bob does do lingering weakness though. That's kind of a off-putting. Oh, we definitely do not want to deal with that. Okay. Might be able to do something about them. I'll let the splinters slide for now. Supernova into a vortex? Oh gosh. Oh no, we're having problems. What if I... No, I think this will just take him out, right? Okay. Nah, no more splinters. We can't do that. I'll take the 3. We gotta curate some of the... We gotta curate some of the splinters. Oh no. That's nature. Alright, we'll pass and see if we can get rid of the wounds. Or get busted and... What is that? Weakness? Okay, fine. What is this nonsense? What is this nonsense? I demand a refund. What is that? Poison? Oh my gosh. No dice. Alright, fine. You win. Okay. Alright, Bob. Don't do me dirty, Bob. I got done dirty. Very, very dirty. Wait. I can at least stop Bob from bopping me. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of debuffs. Although... there is a chance all of them are just vulnerable stuff, maybe. Except for Bob. I don't want... They might be throwing... Actually, this guy might be throwing something in my deck. Alright. We're cleansing this. Alright, these things are just not annoying. Okay. Okay. One HP. Come on, man. Oh, that's too lingering weakness. I can't let... Oh, no. Yeah, I can't let that happen. And we're just tossing these. We'll take the damage. It's fine. Yeah, we'll take this too. Yeah, one more lingering weakness in our deck. We can remove it. Light. Light? Get that light out of here. I'll take another cleanse. Oh, this is the healing potion thing, right? I'll take a sip. Aggressive. Oh my goodness. I think that's GG. I don't see. I think this is probably one of the worst. I don't think if I have anything to say about changing something, this is probably it. Taking a sip like that small amount or trade-off of Aggressor's Curse, that's just like that. That's just like the genie thing. I think that is way overtuned. Like having a curse like that. That's pretty much, this is probably going to end the game. So our only method now is to use blessings to counteract that. No, I think Aggressor's Curse is ridiculous based on how much you're getting in exchange. I would be more inclined to say it's acceptable. It's acceptable if the trade-off was even remotely close to Aggressor's Curse. The other time, we only got water damage increase for Aggressor's Curse. Now that is a balanced commentary. So we're basically just picking this up because otherwise we're going to lose. And that's still not enough to offset how devastating this curse is. So we're gonna try to battle as many as we can to get rid of the Aggressor's Curse. It legitimately cripples everything. Like, it's infuriatingly overpowered. Hmm. 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 Okay. That's one down. 3 more combat to go. I've definitely learned from my previous greed. This thing is so crippling. So this was an option that we're using because I had a suspicion it could happen. A good thing we had a backup plan. It's not great though, overall. Like, see, we can't do anything about this. Well, we kinda can because I picked up something for it. What is that? 2, 3, 6, 12? 12, 6. That's 18. 1 off lethal. Okay. Okay. I'll let you imagine how I came to that number. Okay. It's not 12 anymore because of vulnerability. But yeah. Okay. Can I get something else? Okay, this will work. Alright. 2 combat down. 2 more to go. Yeah, you know what? Burning assault is just better than vortex. Alright, energy pot. Alright, so we got 2 more combat to do. We'll use Brook. Oh, but Brook has water. That's kind of annoying. I couldn't take Brook out. Was really hoping to. Nope. Okay. Yep, that was kind of something I was hoping for, but you know. Beggars can't be choosers. Okay. 1 more battle to go. Nope. Where are we gonna go? Need to heal. Oh, this guy gives us access to another store. Up here? Just gonna have to grunt through this one, right? Let's look for maybe some pots. Regen pot? That costs a lot. That's too expensive. Especially considering... Yeah, regen pot costs a lot. What the heck? I need something offensive. Nope. No other choice. We're gonna take this guy. With a cleanse and a dream. Cleanse and a dream. Of course, there's an elemental in the group. That's not going to help because it's water. What does this do? Reduce endurance? I guess that's fine. My goal now is to... Since I can't play both, we're just gonna lean in on this. Take the take the lingering poison. Lingering poison is okay. That could destroy that guy, but I'd get 2 lingering poisons in response. And this guy's protected. Can I get like another thing? No. Just gonna get another lingering poison. Supernova twice. There's just supernova once. I can't stop that guy from recruiting. Wait, I can stop that guy from recruiting. Okay. Do 9 and take another lingering poison. Use of counter. Probably not. Not wise. I'm gonna... I can actually take him out. Right? That's 8. Oh. 8 shave. No, we can't. I can stop him though. Boy, having a shield would be nice. Alright. That's one way to deal with it. I'll just take this. That is certainly one way to deal with it. Okay. Alright. That wasn't too bad. That's our last Aggressor's Curse. OP. Yeah. And then we have to take another lingering poison. OP. Force combat. Alright. Something nice? I can take it. We're gonna be reducing our skill cost. Because we have a skill cost bonus. Maybe something interesting here too. Attack! Alright. Hey, if we get an Aggressor's Curse, then we get Aggressor's Blessing, right? Fair trade. I'll take that. So here's the question. That's 3 battles into a Fred? Yeah, we're doing it now. So we're gonna buy Aggressor's Blessing first. I don't think we have enough for this. We need to win 1 battle for... Oh no, it's Strategist's Blessing is only 105. Alright. So we're hoping to get enough money to heal as we do the next 4 battles. That's kind of... It's not too bad. Both our skills and attack are reduced by 1. So hopefully we don't get bopped too hard. $11? Oh no. Splinters again. Try not to take damage here. Okay. Then we can burn ourselves. Okay. Lingering poison. Can I take you out? Yes. Pretty sure I can. Yep. Alright. So we gain 2. Might want to get rid of the vortex. I don't know. Prep. Prep is good. Mulligan is kind of nice too. Prep is not that great anymore because of our blessing. So we'll take it Mulligan. Because of our blessing, it's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade, so it's basically a dead draw for the most part. Okay. So dang it. It's fire. Heckin' fire. Guess we can push. Still gonna do relatively the same amount. Sacrificial power. That necessary? Not particularly. Ooh. Haven't even considered that route. Okay. Alright. Dang. Awkward. Oh. I hate you. Or just take these. I think that's enough to heal up. So we're okay. Yep. I'll take that. Oh no, wait. I think I've healed 3 times. So we need to do like 1 more. We need to defeat the boss. Oh no. This is risky. Yeah, this is risky. I didn't remember healing 4 times already. Oh no, okay. I was about to say. I don't remember healing 4 times. That's the 4th heal though. Now we're locked in. I think this is the one we lost to. Yeah, Demon Lord. Yeah, they're selling out the village. The Demon Lord, basically. He has no idea, obviously. Setup. I don't remember what that buff is. We can't afford take. We can reduce. Oh, it's fire. Fire. Hmm. No debuff on the dude though. Dang. I don't remember what he does. What do you do? Strength up? Alright. Can you be interrupted? Yes, you can. Thank goodness. Okay. Get out of my face. Okay, I was just kidding. I don't think I can take you out in time. Oh, no vulnerable either. Alright. Alright, you win. Heckin. Oh, okay. 15 HP in a dream. Maybe I can get a decent pot. Okay. Not quite an even larger evil. Rather was a challenging foe, but you prevail eventually. Was what he said true? Was your mother really betrayed by the village elders, just like you were? You find it easier to believe that than you like. And if it's true, then it makes his claim of yeah. We got to Fred with Mira. Now here is the question. How do we not get bopped with this blessing on? How do we not get bopped? Okay. Dark alignment. Shield? Shield is okay. It'll buy us one extra turn. Although, I'm not entirely sure if I'm convinced I am going to be able to... We can buy the large regen pot. That's probably what we're going to do. There's no, like, vulnerability thing, so we're going after Fred now. This is probably the most opportune moment. Do or die, Mira. It's a shame. Yeah, I'm not taking over. One of my lieutenants was negotiating a trade. Wait. The Demon Lord is terrifying, but he doesn't attack you immediately like you expected. Are you looking for me? He seems confused. Is this definitely the Demon Lord? I know you're planning to take over my village, and I'm here to stop you. From your guard, I'm guessing your village in the... Yeah, he's not taking over. Yeah, so Fred is innocent. Innocent bystander. Innocent bystander. Can I vulnerable? Yes, I can. So, let's just throw this on. Vulnerable Fred. And we do this. And this is without any... Like, you dealt 85 damage. And no offensive pots whatsoever. Just defensive pots. Alright. And in fact, I can probably just cancel this guy. No. I think that's invulnerable, so... Okay. Right? Yeah. Okay. It doesn't even affect my deck yet. Right. I don't have any dark things. Wait. No, I don't have enough dark things. Can I draw into something interesting? That's not very interesting. He's gonna defend next turn, right? Or I push for damage. Do I get to keep one? No. No more vulnerable though. Alright. Oh, I see a tech though. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna overgrowth because I want to get the energy, but I'm gonna vortex. Actually, I'm gonna blazing assault, and I'm gonna vortex, right? There's 0, but I can mulligan with all the wounds in my hand to refresh my hand, and I can get nothing. That's also something that could happen. Well, dang. Alright. I can still take Alfred, though. Scratch that. I can't take out the... I can't take him. I can't take him out. Oh, no. I'm actually kind of scared of whatever that is. However... I'm gonna take these, remove these out of cycle because I have a cleanse. Okay, that's a weakness, but I have a cleanse, so it's fine. Yeah, I figured it might be a weakness. I don't have a vulnerable. That sucks. So, can I draw into a vulnerable? I most certainly can. Goodbye, Fred. Oh, wait. One off. Oh, no. Just kidding. Goodbye, Fred. Yep. What? I had a cleanse pot. I had a cleanse pot and a regen. That's it. Those are the only pots I use. So, and we could have kept going, really. And I would have to say I played less than stellar this time around. And still pretty safe. So, sorry, not sorry, but it's really a skill issue. Okay, double sunder. Alright, good talk. I mean, it's easy scaling, so add another 25% health. I think I was gonna be able to take Fred out regardless. I didn't even use the pot that I was hoarding. Just the energy one. Alright, cool. And I had Aggressor's Curse. We even survived Aggressor's Curse. A freeing truth. With the Demon Lord defeated, you take a few moments to rest. This journey ultimately proved to be more enlightening than expected. You're still not sure how to handle the revelation that your mother was framed. Without proof, it's unlikely the village will ever rescind your own banishment. But at least you know the truth. At least you now know the truth. And given that truth, you feel like you've done enough. The village can take care of itself from now on. Feeling strangely lighter, you set out to find a new purpose. Oh. That's kind of a bittersweet moment for Mira. Alright. Yeah, Mirror is... it's the weaker one. Alright. So we're gonna avenge Freya's whole village being destroyed. Right? We actually got to Fred as well on Freya. Basically, Freya had a companion who like loved battle, and they had a lot of exploits together. So they went to find that person, and that person turned to be a psychotic person who was hired by the local queen warlord of the north, who wanted to make an example or deter people from challenging her. So she kind of just decided, hey, we're just gonna burn down the village, destroy the village that Freya decided a life after, like pillaging and combat and stuff. And then turns out there was because the queen warlord was fearing things like the demon lord, then it put Freya's path on with Fred, unfortunately. How did this work? Non-elemental damage is increased by 2, but they lose durability, right? Which is interesting. Blazing Assault is okay. Ooh, a major energy pot. Yeah, this costs more than 58 gold. I'm gonna take this. Alright. Let's go and avenge. Yeah, it's a shame you can't highlight the characters. But alright. Our second run, let's clear the store. Oh, we start with Cleave. Okay. Freya's kind of weak. Real talk. Okay. That's awkward. Why are you so hardy? Okay. Alright. That blessing coming in handy early game. Slimes are... Ooh, empowering bash. Give me that. Are we just gonna run around? Yeah. That's what we're gonna... destroy or protective fire. Aggressive. It's really not that great, huh? Refusing is bad. Bad news bears, so we don't want to refuse. Fickle spirits, I tell ya. Fickle spirits. Oh, 46 for a brutal resolve. Ooh. All right, we got some good stuff to work with. All right, let's go around here. I don't want to tackle that guy. Ring? Let's put it on. Curse of reckless nature. Okay, that's fine. Blessing of protective one. That's lame. Alright, it's irrelevant right now. What is this? Are we light or dark? Do we have an alignment? I guess we're going light. Is it attack? No, it's defense. Oh, wait, okay. Yeah, sure. We'll momentarily avoid the dark. Whoops. I thought I got gold all of a sudden. Never mind. We need 46 for the resolve. Oh, but the resolve is dark. Okay, maybe afterwards. We're not gonna take it right. Bonk. Bonk the head. Okay. Alright. Slimes are strong, I tell you. Slimes are extra tanky. No, we don't want to do poison. I'm gonna pass. Poison's pretty weak. It's unfortunate. Sasha is built around poison. Alright. Sure. Okay. Beep. Alright, Freya. Alright, Freya. Let's get a target practice, why don't, shall we? You know, I'm gonna take Fiery Slice. Just... No. No, not Fiery Slice. We just need one, like, vulnerability source, not... We're not gonna build around fire. Let's go to this store. What are you giving me? Title? No. I'll take that for... Yeah, I'll take this. 6 HP, give me that. That's worth 6 HP. Not even... No contest. Water synergy? Nature for light? Pass. Desperate Flurry. Ooh. Oh. Wow, this is a treasure trove. Okay, she's got some good store stuff. Now the question is, am I gonna be able to stack money enough to do so? We'll see how early we're forced to use those things. I feel like this run might go south. Aggression. Aggression is key. Water. Probably a pass on water. Actually, Aqua Strike is okay. Nah, we're kind of strapped for abilities, huh? And it has light. We'll take Aqua Strike. Hello, little there. Hello, little guy. Hello. Weakness pot. Sacrificial power. Man, I didn't have money for sacrificial power. Vampiric is okay in the beginning, actually. Fire damage? Not, yeah, we'll take Vampiric. Oh yeah, this butthead. I think this guy's just a hired merc. Okay. Let's do it. I think we're good. Yeah, we're fine. Oh no, he's just one of the hired hands. That's right. Dark Axe. It's revealed that it is one of her old compatriots. Alright. So... Ne? 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 Hello. Okay. Yep. It counts bosses too. Any enemies. Ooh, a non-elemental. Give me something. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna take a chance on that. Nice. Strength pot. That'll hold us over. An old friend, and this is gonna take us all the way across. Okay. How do we pave this road? We pave this road with blood. Okay. Alright. I think we're okay for now. We're gonna stack. Stacky, stacky. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to use bolstering blaze too much. Stacky, stacky. Target practice. Without a doubt, target practice. No contest. Curse of hindering light. Decrease all attack by 1 when light aligned. That's kind of terrible. Destroy a random card in my deck? Sure. Basic defense. I'm okay with that. Lucky, lucky. Get a random card. Lose, okay, sure. Wicked Bonfire is pretty okay. We can make that work. It is dark aligned though. We're gonna take this guy out to gain access to that store. Alright, Khan. Oh, that's so delicious damage, but can't do anything about it. Such delicious damage. We'll set up for next time. There's no way to avoid the damage, though. Ugh! It's fine. Oh, man. Alright. How much does... That might be enough? I might have to use a pot. Nah, I'm greedy. Wait. Dang it. I'm too greedy. I was too greedy! Do we have one more battle? We have one more battle with some healing. Non-elemental. Give me, yeah, I'll take bloods. I'll take the money. Oh, actually, I'll take cleanse for the poison. Fine. What else? We have some good stuff. Ooh. And we can grab dark resolves now. Brutal resolves now. And then we can do this. Or brutal resolve. We want to stack more money, but... But though. Yeah. 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 Brutal Resolve is so good with her. We'll take 2. Early purchases. Fine. Alright. I think we're pretty solid now. Our deck's pretty good. Beep. Beep bada beep bada boop. Beep bada beep bada beep. Beep bada boop. And we have strength pot. We have 2 strength pots available to us. Like, no joke. We have a major strength pot in that one store. If there's anything we need, it's just that one pot. I think that one pot would be enough. Sundering. Or Greedy Grasp. I need like a... Oh, Cleansing Blaze. I think we're looking for Cleansing Blaze. That's what we're looking for. We don't need any more multiples. We'll just keep stacking money. Okay, let's make our way down. Okay. Hello, little guys. No hard feelings. Man, the basic stuff. Look at this basic hand. Okay. Target practice. Sauce. Alright. Oh, come on. Give me Cleansing Blaze. Or Star Shower is fine. I take a Star Shower too. Okay, well this is nice. Oh, I see what you did there. All right. That energy pod would have made that turn incredibly devastating. That's kind of nice. Nice to know we can get rid of like other things right now. Save the good ones. Getting rid of our basic cards now. Elemental. Ooh, give me this. Yeah, I'll take this. Right? Yeah, I'll take a second one. Direct damage. Give me all the money. Alright. Yeah, this guy is a psycho. That's fine. We're gonna have to go north soon. Okay, so beepity bop bop. We can beepity bop bop things. I don't like so there's no blessing on these guys and I don't like debuffs. This might be a weakness, so we gotta stop it from being a weakness. Dang. I was being greedy. Sure. You can keep it. Okay. Okay. Interesting. We can't get through his guard though. We can do it. Ooh, we can do it this way. Nice. And it reduces the light into the swifting kick. And then kick him in the face. Punch him in the face a bunch of times. Okay. Nice. Okay, so we have some balanced things to help us with early energy. Oh. Awkward. Yeah. This works really well. Took a little bit of damage. We're probably skipping on water. Didn't see anything useful. Another strength pot? I'll take it. Now we're going up to the warlord. I think we're just gonna do this way. Sorry, Milo. No hard feelings. Alright. Milo, Milo, Milo. I have no way to guard against you, Milo. The strength pot is so ripe right now. Let's use our stabs. Sorry, Milo. I'm willing to give up a cleanse if it's really good. Yeah. Yeah, alright. You got me. Minor non-elemental. Oh my goodness. Wait. Is that okay? I think that's okay. Yeah. Give me this. Thank you, Cleric. Cleric OP. I have enough to sustain through the next four battles. So we got plenty of things now. Because we can do this. I don't want to use it. We gotta like pace ourselves here. Oh, that's awkward. I don't want to use the surging swipe too much. We're burning through our non-elementals. No. No. More money. Money. We have to go through Linda. This one can be tough. Because of counter. We can hit the one that... This is fire block. Wait. Okay. So we do this. Then this. Then bop the dude. It's fine. We'll take the 2 instead of the 10. Okay. Worth the trade. No thanks. Let's keep taking the money. We're not gonna make it to Linda with the blessing. This will take him out. Good talk. Good talk, my friends. Okay. Nature. No. One more battle before Linda. And we can take our blessings now. We can definitely take our blessings now. Just gonna use this up because they're kind of not great in our deck. The basics. That's cute. Oh, we're almost out of uses. This is gonna be a nature reward. All right. So we have exactly 4 combat. So we have money now. And no better time. So let's grab nature. No, we have no nature actually. We'll grab this. Oh, there is one there too. We have another store up there. There is something new. Like, we're gonna grab this and this. Yeah, we don't need anything else. The next 4 battles. Alright. Sorry, Linda. Linda's a fun one. I don't have any card draw, so these like things aren't like the greatest. I don't have like a form of card draw right now. I can see that being a problem. Try to get both. Or use these up. Okay. Alright. Dark. Yeah, I'll take that. Greedy grass. I'll take the greedy grass. That's a free cycle. If I get a mulligan, then I think we're set. Like super set. Yeah. Which one? Okay. Yeah, we have strength. These do stay in our deck though. We gotta be careful about that. Alright. We're probably gonna skip nature. Oh. Nature, if we had a defense decrease, maybe. And then this is the Heckin queen. Heckin warlord queen. We're gonna bop her. She looks cool though. Yep. And we got a free draw now. Okay. Oh, we can get rid of these two as we're going. We don't need those for this turn. Oh, I remember the first combo I ever did in this game was against the Warlord Queen, using like Desperate Flurry into a double damage. But we didn't even get double damage pots at all this time around, but we're so much more, we have so much more utility. Like, building wise, it's rarely ever in trouble. Like, oh, look, there's a lot of that, huh? It's like, well, no, not really. We're gonna bop ourselves some strength, you know? Kick her in the face with more strength, so now it's 7 up. And then now you're doing 32 damage and you're interrupting her, and then you're finishing her off with this. Just normal things. No, I haven't used a pot at all. Actually, Freya is pretty... Yeah, and I'll take the target practice. Like, ooh, nice. Skip. Alright. There you go. And now we're at Fred. So we have 212... We could open up this store, but I don't think we... Just heal to max, right? And that's about it. This door was boss. I almost feel like just removing this. Yes. This is so much strength. It would just heal up to max. This is so much strength. Alright. Sorry, Fred. No hard feelings. Oh, well, I don't have vulnerable though. So there's that. Oh wait, I got the greedy grass right from the start. Okay. Let's see if we can get something really good. Alright, alright. Nailed it. Alright, we're just gonna Yep. That's plus 12 damage, alright. Do we have any way to make ourselves stronger? No. So we're gonna target practice on Fred's face. Who needs vulnerable, right? That's a dead Fred. Oh no, wait. We missed it by... Never mind. We missed it by 6. My bad. Okay. Good talk. Good talk. Clap. Alright. That was fun. That was a power fantasy right there. That was definitely a power fantasy. Alright. Grief takes time to heal. You've defeated an old companion, a warlord queen, and now the demon lord himself. All to avenge your murdered family and to destroy the destroyed village of Valasilva. Although you've finally gotten the vengeance you craved, you feel strangely empty. You still have a lot of grieving to do, but at least now you can do that in peace, knowing that maybe you've saved someone else from feeling the same pain. You decide to travel the world for a while, looking for a new purpose. It may be a chance to do some good. Well, there you go. That was a power trip. She was so powerful. We're down to like the 3 most questionable. Very questionable. I'm not gonna turn it to normal. I think these 3 are... You know... Dave... See, fire cars cost 1 less energy, but you suffer 2 damage. I think we can manage this. I feel like we can do like a weird water fire thing, maybe. I don't know. We got pretty close. Fred scales. Fred starts with threat level 2, so we're gonna pretty much save Fred last. Honestly, I think we're just gonna avoid the poison thing. I think if she just had poison specialist, that's perfectly fine. Even having the negative trade-off is not, because poison has some very strong limitations. I think though it would be cool if poison had like a double dipping. So like apply poison twice, 1 poison twice or something. Like swap it up to, instead of applying poison for a stack amount, you know, the card pool, right? Like this. That would kind of make Glasha a little bit interesting. So all the poison effects are one lump sum. However, her ability could be scaled in a way that you can apply poison twice, and it's still, for everyone else, it would still be just 1 poison, right? Like for example, this would apply poison twice, or like an ability that actually maybe I'm just a pep, and no, like for example, pestilence, apply poison, 2 poison stacks twice, as opposed to a lump sum of 4. I could see Glasha being a little bit more okay with that blessing, but in general, poison is not very utilitarian. Like it just falls short. Yeah. Anyways, did we find all the cards? No, we didn't. How have I not found the other 4? Where are they? Oh, they're wounds. Intriguing. I have not been inflicted with 4 wounds somewhere. They might be attached to a boss that I haven't encountered, possibly. Alright, that was a wrap. That was fun. I think Freya was we steamrolled pretty hard. Mira was a tight squeeze, so that was a lot more interesting, I suppose. But yeah, Hot, not really. I'm just gonna be real. That sometimes your card choices can swing really high as well, but pots are always there to rescue. I think Mira is because of Aggressor's Curse. Aggressor's Curse is what made the run longer, so that's kind of something to manage. And now, like, basically because of our picks and how much we can gauge things, we don't even do extra combat anymore unless we have to. So we've already ironed out. Now you just don't buy blessings at the end. I don't even buy blessings I buy blessings just when I need them, right? Because you don't really need that. You can pace yourself pretty hard. And it's kind of funny because a lot of people say, oh yeah, but it's so temporary, like all the blessings are temporary. I mean, the game is less than 15 battles a lot of times. And like, some people complained that it was too long and it takes too many battles. The blessing lasts about super good blessings can take you 2/3 the way there. Staggering blessings. So it's I think it's unfounded that some people say you have to hoard to win, which you don't. Like, I'm on easy. Like, I scaled down the things, right? Because I want to read the stories very quickly. But it's a bump of 25 to 30% HP. That does not rule out how much overkilling I was doing already. Anyways. Alright folks, that's a wrap. We're getting close. Maybe another 2 days and I'll do a longish like summary or closing thoughts. I think we're gonna save it for the next Shashinko day that I'm resting from. So 3 days from now, I'm going to do like a maybe 3 to 4, like a 2 to 3 hour like review or take home or thoughts, like concluding remarks about this game, Elemental Exiles. I think it's incredibly fun. Definitely. Although most of the things I voluntarily do would eventually be fun, so take it with a grain of salt. Alright, we'll be back with the last 3. Over the next 2 days, we'll try to do the last 3, right? And get all those Steam achievements. Alright folks, till next time. I'm going to switch gears now. Thank you, thank you.